Dear students, let us discuss some of the topics of current affairs as on April 21, the year 2021. COVID update from India. Lockdown should be the last resort. Prime Minister of India says. Oxygen crisis worsens in Delhi hospitals. US may ease vaccine raw materials curbs on certain raw materials which are required by the Serum Institute of India. Import duty on remdesivir is to be waived. UGC net postponed in the wake of COVID. Delhi government puts off Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee elections which were scheduled on April 25. All defense public sector undertakings have been told to produce oxygen. Parth Biotech, which is the manufacturer of the vaccine Covaxin, has been asked to scale up the production. The Delhi High Court has banned the use of oxygen for industrial purposes for now. Tejas technology for private industry. Ministry of Defense has offered to the private industry a technology developed for oxygen generation on board Tejas jet to be provided to private industries in the wake of COVID and shortage of oxygen. This technology has a capacity to produce 1000 liters of oxygen per hour and can cater to the needs of hospitals. Our DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, technology for maintaining blood oxygen levels in troops at the extreme high altitudes will also be used for COVID patients. From Punjab, new Vice Chancellor for Punjabi University Patiala, the Punjab government appointed Professor Arvind of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Mohali, as the new Vice Chancellor of Punjabi University Patiala. Professor Arvind is serving as a physics professor, is the national coordinator of Theme 1 of the National Multi-Institutional Networked Program on Quantum Enabled Science and Technology QST, launched by the Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi. He is also a member of the Detailed Project Report Drafting Committee for the National Mission on Quantum Technologies and Applications. He had worked at the Physics Department of Carnegie Mellon University, Pittsburgh, as special faculty from 2002 to 2004. Indian government says container shortage has been resolved. The container shortages dogged exporters in recent months have been resolved for now. India has been able to address the issue for its exporters in tandem with shipping lines, the Indian Railways, the Container Corporation of India Concor, as well as customs and port authorities. The non-availability of space in vessels calling on Indian ports, congestion at the ports, and because exports were higher than imports, this imbalance was creating shortage of containers. Concor has ordered 2000 containers which are expected in the next 4-6 months, and India is also drafting long-term plan to spur local manufacture of the containers. At present, China is producing 3 out of every containers worldwide. Chad president dies in clashes with rebels. Chad's president Idris Deby, who ruled his country for more than 30 years and was an important Western ally in the fight against Islamist militants in Africa, has been killed on the front line against rebels in the north. His son Muhammad Kaka was named interim president by Transitional Council of Military. Chad is in Africa continent and is on the western side of Sudan and on the southern side of Libya, and its capital is N'Djamena. Pakistan surrenders to radicals to present a resolution on French envoy's expulsion. Pakistan government announced that a resolution would be introduced in parliament on the expulsion of the French ambassador and to quash all the cases filed against the banned Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan as it reached a deal with the radical Islamist party. The expulsion of the French ambassador is one of the main demands of the radical Islamic Party (TLP). Strong anti-French sentiments have been simmering in Pakistan for months ever since French President Emmanuel Macron in October last year defended the publication of caricatures of Prophet Muhammad and pledged to fight Islamist separatism. Boeing 737 MAX 8s allowed to overfly India. The Director General of Civil Aviation (DGCA) allowed Boeing 737 MAX 8s to overfly India in a move that will enable foreign carriers to operate the aircraft in Indian skies. Though no domestic airline has been allowed to fly the banned 737 MAX Boeing aircraft, the aircraft continues to be banned for commercial operations in the country since its involvement in two air crashes more than 2 years back. However, European and US regulatory bodies have given clearance to its use upon modifications. Russia says it will launch own space station in 2025. Russia's space agency Roscosmos said it hoped to launch its own orbital station in 2025 as Moscow considers withdrawing from International Space Station program to go it alone. International Space Station launched in 1998 and involving Russia, the United States, Canada, Japan and European Space Agency is one of the most ambitious international collaborations in human history. Russia lost its monopoly for manned flights to the International Space Station last year after the first successful mission of the US company SpaceX. The International Space Station is a modular space station, habitable artificial satellite, and the cosmonauts are staying in this space station and is orbiting in a low Earth orbit. It is a multinational collaborative project involving 5 participating space agencies: NASA from United States, Roscosmos of Russia, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency Japan, European Space Agency Europe and Canadian Space Agency Canada. In sports, from Tokyo Olympics, 94 days before Olympics, only 1% Japanese vaccinated. But no request from athletes for COVID shows. So it casts aspersions on the successful conduct of Tokyo Olympics, and let us see what happens. Union of European Football Association has asked super prodigals come back home, there is still time. In a direct appeal to the owners of the English clubs in the Super League project, the chief of the Union of European Associations Union European Football Association Alexander Safrin urged them to change their minds out of respect for the fans of the football. The 6-club English group made up of American billionaires, Middle East loyalty and Russian oligarchs launched the Super League in alliance with 3 clubs from each of the Italy and Spain. It is imagined that the Super League has been launched to upend the Champions League being conducted by UEFA, and the motive is mainly to earn more money for the private clubs. The 12 clubs of the Super League are Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur from England, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid from Spain, and Juventus, International and AC Milan from Italy. Thanks, my dear friends.